Hiya, darlings! This is hololive English-Advent-'s Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good day to you. I'm very sleepy-eepy because I don't sleep. How are we today, jailbirds? I feel like it's been a while since we've just done like a proper like chatting, like where we actually just chat stream. 'Cause we've done a lot of gaming recently. We've done a lot of Silent Hill F, but we haven't done a lot of just talking to each other. So yeah, I'm the demon of sound. LMAO. Nope, I'm the demon of insomnia. Exactly. How are we? How are you? It is getting cold outside. See, I don't really have anything specific to talk about. I feel like you guys always... I don't have time to go out and do anything, you know? So I feel like everything that I've done, you guys know. I've been in my house, I've played with my cats, I'm learning the lyre. And, like, that's kind of it, you know? Oh, I'm so uninteresting. I need to get some more hobbies. Have you been practicing? Yeah, I've been practicing. I try to practice for at least like 30 minutes a day. So I learned 2 days ago. I decided to learn the Saria song. So usually what I'll do when I practice is I'll go through and I'll play all the songs that I know at least once. Even if I'm not playing them well. Excuse me. Even if I'm not playing them well. Because it's helping me commit it to memory slowly but surely. It's on your list for Black Friday. Thanksgiving is coming up, isn't it? I'm not in America. How am I gonna celebrate Thanksgiving? How am I gonna celebrate Thanksgiving? Guys, what am I gonna do? Hello? KFC? KFC's Christmas. I don't like turkey that much. What I like are the Thanksgiving side dishes. So my dad, he has a brother whom is my uncle, who previously, because you know my dad has like, there's 12 of them. He has 11 siblings. Which is insane to think about. But one of my uncles would hold a big get-together every year for the whole, all of the siblings and their children, which is crazy. And we just like go and we like celebrate Thanksgiving. And so everyone would bring food because there's so many people. So everyone would bring something, so they're like, okay, we'll make the turkey and this, but like, someone brings potatoes, and like, everyone brings like, I think like the whole thing, the same thing every year, so I think we'd always bring pie. We'd go to the store and get like some pies and bring them for dessert. Only one turkey? Look, nobody likes turkey that much, let's be honest. Nobody actually likes turkey. You bring a big turkey, you cook that thing, that is enough to feed like 40 people. I do? You're alone. Have I had pecan pie? Yes, I've had pecan pie. I love pecans. I love it. However, my favorite Thanksgiving pie would have to be French silk pie. Oh, I love French silk pie. Yeah. See, the thing with turkey on Thanksgiving is you're there to eat everything else around the turkey. And so what I'll usually do is I get some turkey, and then I put some gravy and potatoes on it, and then I put some cranberries on top. And then I might put one of the vegetables on top, like the green bean casserole, and then I eat it in one little bite. Oh, stuffing. You gotta eat the stuffing with the turkey and the cranberry sauce and the potatoes. Oh my god, it's so good. God, I love American food. I didn't realize until I was coming to Japan so much. I know everyone clowns on American food and they're like, oh, America, they've got no food. They've got no food that's theirs. Oh, are you joking? Who else does shit like that for Thanksgiving? No one, because no one else has Thanksgiving. You eat ham on Thanksgiving? I think there is usually a ham, but I don't like ham. Period. I don't really like ham. I feel like ham is a Christmas food also. I feel like if you're gonna go through the trouble of making honeyed ham, then it better be on Christmas. But I always feel like I only like ham if it's like pretty thinly cut, because otherwise it just feels like too much like a big meat chunk to me, and in not a pleasant way. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to be eating a giant meat chunk, you know? So, yeah, beef is the best. Beef is very much the best. What am I trying to say? Beef is the best, that's it. Oh, I've been trying something this week. I'm trying to eat healthier. So I got these meals, but I'm convinced they're actually making me eat worse. Because they don't make me feel full, so I end up ordering Uber Eats anyway, so then I end up eating more food than I would have if I didn't eat them. And the meals don't come with rice, and I have rice, so it's not like that's a problem, but I don't really like to eat rice that much. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna heat up this whole thing of rice because I'm not gonna eat it all. And then it's gonna go to waste, so I need to wait until I actually want rice. But the other thing is, they're like, they're kind of like Factor, except instead of keeping them in the fridge, you put them in the freezer and then you heat them up. So, and you guys remember how I feel about that. You know how I feel about that, which is not well. Like, it lasts, it's good if you're having maybe like 1 to 2 meals a week and it's just like you're having it because you just really are like have no time on those days. But when it's like an everyday thing, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I can't stand it. So maybe some more protein. I do need more protein. Oh, but the point that I was saying in bringing this up, so I got one and it was supposed to be like a hamburger steak. Can I just say I've experienced this while being in Japan? Can anyone tell me where the hell I get ground beef? Like just ground beef, not steak. I don't want steak pieces. I want ground beef. Because I can find ground chicken. I can find ground pork. I walked around and walked and walked and walked and walked, and I couldn't find any ground beef anywhere. And I realized I've never seen ground beef in Japan. Yeah, I've seen it mixed in with ground pork, because it's the thing. Hamburger steaks, they're not made from beef. No. You know what they're made out of? Pork and chicken and maybe some beef. It's crazy. It is a bit of a luxury, because when you consider that Japan is about the size of California. However, Japan has a ton of these things called mountains, which makes it not inhospitable, but like difficult for raising livestock, especially livestock who need lots of rolling hills covered in grass to eat, you know? So you have this problem of what are you supposed to do? Try Costco? It's gonna sound terrible because I love Costco. I don't have my own Costco membership. I don't have my own Costco membership. Because if I needed to go to Costco, I'd just go with my parents. What am I supposed to do? How do I... You need a membership? I'm pretty positive. Maybe it's different in Japan, but like that's kind of like the whole point of Costco is you buy a membership. It's like $60 a year or something. It's really not that bad. But then when you check out, you have to use it too. So I remember, me and my sister, we went to Costco without my dad, and he said, here, just take my Costco card. And we've done that before, and there's never been an issue. But then this one time, we're walking around Costco, we're talking, we got our cart full of stuff, we're at the checkout, and they say, this isn't you guys on the picture. And we're like, yeah, it's our dad. And they're like, well, is he here? And we're like, no, he gave us his card so we could come in, but you can see we have the same last name. It's our dad. And I'm like, so you're not allowed to do that. And actually, like, technically speaking, we should kick you out. But because you're already here and we've already scanned everything, it will just let you check out. But like in the future, if you get caught with someone else's card and they're not with you, you will be removed from the store. And I was like, are you joking? Are you fucking kidding me? It's Costco, bro. It's Costco. But also, like, I don't have a car here. So it wouldn't, I feel like going to Costco wouldn't make sense. Because usually, if I'm gonna go to the grocery store, I just walk to the grocery store that's closest. I get what I need for, like, the next few days. And then I walk home with it. And it's like, it's not only exercise, but like I'm also shopping in more like smaller increments rather than for long periods of time because I have to carry it home. So either I have to get like, unless they have a delivery service, are they gonna deliver for me? I don't know. I have no idea. No car? Guys, I'm in Japan! Do I look like I can drive in Japan? I'd have to get a whole nother driving license, and then I'd have to buy a car, and then I'd have to find somewhere that'll let me store my car. It's difficult. Oof, my neck hurts. I had a weird dream, but I don't remember it. So that's not helpful, is it? Can't talk about it because I don't remember it. Thank you for the Costco membership fund. But yeah, I'm not taking a bike because a bike's still not going to be enough to Costco. But so my issue is I'd have to find where a Costco is. I could theoretically walk there if one is close enough, which I don't think one is, so I'd probably just have to public transport there. But then I'd have to taxi back. And then I'd still go through, like, it's not like in the States where, you know, like, you got your big old car, you got your SUV, you go to the Costco, and then you get 4 weeks worth of food, and then you put it all in your car, and then you drive home, and then you go backwards into your driveway and leave it open, and you run in and you bring in however many groceries you can carry, and then you come back out, and you can keep doing that? No! You can't do that. You know why? Because instead, I would have to only take what I can carry with me, because the taxi driver who would have to take me back, I'm gonna have to leave with everything. And if I forget anything, it's gone forever. It's in the taxi. It's lost to the taxi now. So I have to do one trip. Gotta strengthen those arms. That's not the issue. My skin is delicate. Get Nerissa of Selma, butler and chauffeur fun. Thank you. Yeah, like if I had help, if I was like going with a friend, then maybe it could work out, but so yeah, I just end up doing it manually instead of like trying to find something like a Costco, which honestly would probably be more cost efficient, especially vegetables and stuff and fruits. They're really expensive here. Like, I really wish I could buy more at once, but it's like, being the fact that I have to carry it home. Like, for example, if I want like a kiwi, like there are bags of kiwis, but for some reason they're all the golden kiwis, and I don't like golden kiwis. I specifically like the green ones. I feel like, I don't know what's wrong with the yellow ones. Nothing's wrong with them, but they're just not to my taste, you see? They're just very sweet. They're just very, very sweet. As to where when I'm like eating a kiwi, like I want the kind of sourness. Because I like sour flavor. Red flavor by Red Velvet. Stream red flavor by... Sorry, my K-pop stand's coming out. My head's in my hands. You like sour candy? I do, but I can't eat it because it'll rot my teeth. Costco JP does deliver. Is there a Costco near me? I don't think so. I've never seen, I know they exist, but I've never actually seen a Costco in Japan. I know they exist, but where the hell are they? I'm lost. But also, I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I don't like doing grocery delivery. Call me annoying as hell. But here's the thing. I'm getting in real close. I like to pick my own fruit at the store. I don't want people picking my fruit for me. If I'm going to the store, I want to look at the fruits. I want to pick the ones that are the most delicious looking. That I need to check them to make sure there is no rot. I need to make sure that my eggs aren't broken. You know, if I order groceries, I am left to the whim of someone who is doing this for work. They don't know me. They don't care about me. They're not gonna recognize like any. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I got an order. Okay, time to go. And they're gonna pick whatever's on top. And the reality is, whatever is on top is not good. Usually, 99% of the time, you want to go like down a bit and like find one that like looks really good and again doesn't have any rot or mold in it. Because I have done grocery delivery in the past before, just to try it. And the reality is, every time I get the most pathetic looking vegetables and fruits, and when that's the majority of what I enjoy to eat for snacks and stuff especially, it just makes me want to have popcorn instead, because the popcorn will not look like that. And here's the thing, I don't care if it's fucked up. It can be the most fucked up looking strawberries, it doesn't matter. It can be a fucked up looking fruit. As long as it looks fresh. Like, it doesn't actually need to be that beautiful, okay? It doesn't need to be beautiful. It just has to taste good. Oh, speaking of, oh my god, I wanted popcorn so bad. So I imported popcorn. Docmo, thank you for the 5 gift memberships to the community. I imported popcorn. Yeah, I don't trust anyone else to pick a watermelon except myself and my mom. Exactly. I'm so specific about my watermelons too. I can't imagine ordering a watermelon and letting someone else go to the store and pick that watermelon for me, because they're gonna get me one of the oblong ones that is like, first off, a boy watermelon, which is going to be very, very watery and not very sweet, not compared to the really round girl watermelons, which, yes, watermelons apparently do have gender. Apparently. So when you're looking for a watermelon, what you want to look for is, you don't want the oblong ones that are kind of ovular. You want the really, really circular ones. They'll be sweeter, but you also want to look at them on the bottom. You know that little like the mark where it was like sitting on the ground? How it can be like really pale, or it can be like really, really yellow? You want to find one that's really yellow. It'll mean that it's going to be sweeter and better. So you should get them. You gotta look for the yellow patch. If it's pale, if there's like no patch there, don't get it. Don't get it. This is America. This has nothing to do with Japan. I think Japan, I've never seen full-size watermelons in Japan. I'm sure they exist. I just haven't seen them. Now you want a big round watermelon with a big yellow mark on the bottom. And that's how you know it's going to be tasty. If it has at least those two things, you already know more about picking watermelons than you did before, and your watermelons will be so much more delicious. Don't they have the square ones? The square ones, I feel like people overinflate the square ones. Because, you know, you watch those, like, videos that's like, Japan's living in the future, and they talk about like something that only happens in like one specific place in Tokyo, or is like one specific thing that like is not really a thing around the rest of Japan, because I see those a lot. It's like just a gimmick to like one or maybe like a few different places in Tokyo, and they're like, wow, Japan really is living in the future, guys. When in reality, most places you go are also pretty normal. Any pizza to eat? I did order a pizza. I ordered a personal pizza, but you know, I felt like a kid, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Yeah, there's a lot of places in Japan where, you know how they're always talking about Japanese toilets. Oh, Japanese toilets are so amazing. They are amazing. But you know, some places you go, there will still be squat toilets. I don't even know how to use a squat toilet. Sometimes you'll go and there will be only squat toilets. Sometimes there's no toilet paper. You have to bring your own. You better hope that you have tissues or something on you if you have to go to some bathrooms, because sometimes they just won't have anything. This has only happened once, and luckily I had a ton of hand sanitizer in my bag. But I remember sometimes you will go places to bathrooms in Japan and they will not have soap. And usually I will check before I go in, because if it doesn't have soap, I'm not going. Because I need to be able to wash my hands. But it is a thing where sometimes they just won't have any soap. That's that. Which means everyone who goes to the bathroom there is coming out and not washing their hands. It's very common. So things you should always carry with you in Japan: toilet paper or tissues, and small hand soap. America's different? Yeah. They probably carry hand sanitizer. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There is water, but that's it. There's only water, so you can rinse your hands, and then you can dry them. But there is no soap in a kind of scary amount of bathrooms. But in America, it's different. Unless it's understocked, there's usually pretty much always soap. I've never had the issue actually where there's been no soap. Because usually there's multiple dispensers, so even if I like find one and it's like empty, I can just go to a different one and get soap. Don't they have bidets? They do have bidets. But I wouldn't trust a bidet necessarily to still mean that nothing is going to get on your hands when you then go to dry that area with probably toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Anyway, that's beside the point. I don't remember how we got Costco. We were talking about Costco. We were talking about picking fruits. And then I was talking about people picking our fruits for us. And then we got into how square watermelons. And somehow that led us here to talking about bidets. So, wonderful. Going back to square watermelons. What I'm trying to say is, I've yet to see a square watermelon in Japan, and I've been here multiple summers now. People who keep going on about like, oh, Japan has square watermelons. I'm sure they do somewhere. I don't know where. I've not seen one yet. If I see one, I'll buy it. But I've never seen it. I haven't seen a triangle one. I've seen very, very, very small circular ones, and that's it. But I wouldn't buy them anyway because they're a gimmick. How do I know they're going to be delicious and sweet? I need to be able to... The shape of the watermelon is important. It's important. So I can't have this, oh, look at this cute, we shaped this watermelon. No, you can do that to like grapes or something. Not grapes, that would be way too much effort. Do that to a different fruit. Do that to like an apple. Don't do it to watermelons. The shape of the watermelon is important. What's your favorite fruit in Japan? Good question. Probably the kiwis here. No, the really, really dark purple grapes. Those are my favorite. You're supposed to peel them, but I don't want to. I don't like to. What do I want to eat today, speaking of? What am I hungry for? Yeah, the Concord grapes. They're just delicious, man. Okay, here's the tea about strawberries in Japan. The tea about Japanese strawberries is and I mean this in the nicest way possible, they have a smell to them. And it's not a pleasant smell. And they're very expensive. So if you get like the regular strawberries, honestly, like the mid-range ones, I feel like are a bit better. Like just a bit more like normal. But if you get the real, like I've had this experience where I've gotten like the really expensive strawberries because it's like I want to try them, and to me they taste fine. They don't taste spectacular. They just like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is such a good strawberry. It tastes just fine. But what I've realized is they smell like rotting garbage. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, it's not enough to like off-put you. It's not enough to make them inedible, but it's enough for you to notice a rotting garbage smell. And I was so confused. I'd taken out my garbage. I'd cleaned out my sink. I had done everything I possibly could because I was like, I've clearly left something to rot somewhere. And then when I was done eating the strawberries, I realized it was them. And every time I would bring in the really expensive strawberries, they smelled like rotting garbage. And they still taste fine. Have you tried white strawberries? I don't like white strawberries. I tried them. They're a gimmick. They're a gimmick. They're not good. They're not. They lack all of the things in strawberry flavor that make them good. They look very cool. Aesthetically, they look awesome. You know? They look awesome. They don't have that smell, but they also don't taste like anything. They don't taste like anything. So aesthetically, they look awesome. But flavor-wise, like I see some people being like, oh, they kind of taste like a peach. They don't taste like a peach. They taste like if you got a strawberry and gave it to Marceline from Adventure Time and let her suck out all of the red color. And then all that's just left is like the texture of the strawberry and like the faintest flavor imaginable. That's what they taste like. They don't taste like a strawberry. They don't taste like a peach. They just taste lacking. And that's what because I bought them once because I was so excited because, like, for example, I prefer I don't know if I say I prefer, actually. I really like white peaches, which I feel like is something I usually can only really get in Japan. Because, you know, there's the regular peaches, which are, like, very yellowy, but then they also have, like, the ones that are more pink on the outside, more white, you know, the ones they use for, like, a princess peach imagery. And I really, really like those. Those also do taste different from a regular peach. And, like, texturally usually are different. However, it is not the case with white strawberries. Because I'm pretty sure that the white peaches, I'm pretty sure they're just a different breed of peach. Like, I don't know how much it could be, but I'm not sure how much human intervention has gone into peaches, you know? Or if it's just a different peach species. But the strawberries, I'm pretty sure those are just man-made. I don't think those are natural. I'm pretty sure those aren't natural. Happy to get another. Look, I love Japan. I'll be fully frank. I think Japan is a wonderful place. If you like living somewhere that's walkable, if you like living somewhere that's beautiful, if you like living somewhere where you can go and, like, basically get across the country in, like, a day for, like, $100 or so bucks, like, Japan is an amazing place. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing place with so many beautiful sights to see, but there's also, like, it's just like any other place. It's a place, you know? It's got positives, and it has fruit that's really expensive. Sometimes, like, the strawberries can smell a little like garbage. It doesn't mean I don't love Japan or think it's great. It's just, like, it's a personal preference. I'm sure some people like the garbage-smelling strawberries. But I miss my American strawberries, you know, that don't smell like garbage and that I can get at any time of year. You know? Yeah, I think the glamorization of Japan just comes from the fact that Japan has so many, like, it's a completely, I think Japan, it's like a rainforest, like, weather, especially in the summer. It's very, very humid. Like, I've been to really humid places in the States. They don't compare to Japan in the summer. Japan in the summer is so humid. I feel like I'm in a rainforest and there's tropical plants. I'm like, you know, yeah. I guess this makes sense. Doesn't Japan have, like, the rainy season? You want to know what? It's hot. It's hot during the rainy season. So it's already humid. It's raining. The rain isn't cold. It's not like a pleasant rain. You feel like you're drowning. Yeah, because it's hard to breathe. I had the issue of, this is gonna sound so stupid. I've never had an issue with deodorant ever in my life. Okay? Until I came to Japan. And then the deodorant that I regularly use sweat off immediately. And I was like, are you joking? Like, I was, like, touching my arms. I was like, are you joking? Like, where the fuck did my deodorant go? Did I not put it on? So I, like, because I literally had, like, just stepped outside. So then I stopped what I was doing. I went back inside. I put on more deodorant after, like, wiping down my arms, and it's gone. And I had to do research and buy a whole new deodorant to find one that even works in Japan, which sounds insane to say. Like, it's not even that I bought a Japanese deodorant, because you want to know what? They don't really have deodorant here, which is weird. They don't really have it. It's not that you can't find it, but it's kind of a harder thing to find. Which, by the way, another misconception is that Japanese people do not smell. It is not true. I have been on the train during rush hour. And that is one of the most rank BO smells you will experience in Japan. So, just saying, everybody smells. Everybody smells bad. But even regardless, my point is, finding deodorant here is harder, because, like, I think the smell, like, generally the sweat output is lower, so they're not as stinky. Which, again, it doesn't mean they're not stinky. Everybody stinks. It's just life. But yeah, it's just hard to find. It's hard to find deodorant. It's hard to find good deodorant. So, by the way, if you come to Japan, add that to your list. Get, like, a clinical deodorant if you decide to come in the summer. It'll save your life. Because, like, I was using, like, what's it called? Nature? It's not called Nature. What is it? It's like one of those natural ones, and they also make, like, body soap. And I liked it. And they have, like, a lot of really fun scents. Native, yeah, you can just get it at Target. But, like, then I realized it must not actually work. So I don't use Native products anymore. Sadly. Sadly, they suck. If you come to Japan and you're using Native products, I hate to tell you, you're gonna be stinky. You're gonna be a stinky little foreigner. Yeah, no, oh my god, the sugar cookie Native body wash is so good. I hate that it doesn't work, because I love the scent. Like, I want to go outside and smell like a sugar cookie. It's literally my dream. It's literally what I dream about. It's what I want for my life. And again, to preface, I think Japan is great. I think Japan is such a wonderful place. I really enjoy being here. But it's just like how I have plenty of complaints about the States too. For example, in the States, all healthy food is really, really expensive. If you make it from scratch, less so, but if you're ordering from anywhere, like, you can get the, like, shittiest green salad and it's gonna, like, run you like 25 bucks, man. You can go and you can be like, oh, I want an acai bowl, and it's like 20 bucks, and you're like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be like pretty, like, probably like a pretty decent size for 20 bucks. Nope, it's gonna fit in your, like, the palm of your hand. That's it. It's there's, like most places, again, or like another thing I hate. I'll say this because I'm an American demon. I can say this. I fucking hate that there is no public transport anywhere. Like, I understand, like, when you're, like, out in the boonies, like, it's difficult to have, like, some solution, because America is just so big. Like, it's not realistic, really, to expect there to be a train that's going to get you from, I don't know, where's Mississippi to California in 3 hours, because Japan, for example, is just, like, a lot smaller. So, well, I do wish high-speed rail still existed, because I don't know if I've ever told you guys this story. Oh my god. Public transport in the US is stupid. Stupid. It is my big complaint. One time, I decided to take the public transport. So I had gone to New York. This is a long time ago. I had gone to New York, and I'm having a good time. And I decided to take the train to where I was hanging out at the time, which was Pittsburgh. So I get on the train. I am not joking. So I want you to look at them on the map, and I want you to look at how long it takes you to drive between those places. This was a non-stop train from New York City to Pittsburgh. It was 19 hours. 19 hours to go to states that are directly connected to each other. And not the biggest states either. California is huge, okay? If they built a high-speed rail, imagine if you could get to, like, I don't know, mid-ish California to, like, South California, you know? Like, that's kind of, in like 3 hours time, that's kind of the equivalent to, going on the Japanese Shinkansen to, like, Tokyo, or, yeah, from Tokyo to Kyoto. It's about that. It's like 3-ish hours. Right? Like, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Like, I feel like there needs to be more public transport that can do that in big cities and connecting, like, things. Because when you go somewhere, it's like, oh yeah, there's Amtrak, but it's only in the city, and then it immediately cuts off. So you still have to drive to it and park. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? Especially when you already live in the city. Like, it should be more convenient, but what the hell do I know, right? I don't think there will ever be any high-speed rails, much to my chagrin. I wish there would be. But anyway, so my point is, I got on this train, and again, 19 hours. Oh my god. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was so bad. I wanted to die. I wanted to die so bad. Like, I hate flying, for example, back and forth, 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 back and forth. You're going to the United, oh, you're going to Japan. Oh, now you're going back to, oh, now you're going to Japan again. Oh, now you're going back to the United, oh, now you're going back to Japan. Again and again and again and again. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. It's horrible. It's horrible because this is they're long flights. Look, I'm a bird. You think I can fly faster than a plane? I can fly pretty fast. Maybe in a short burst I can go. But, like, let's be realistic here. But teleportation does not yet exist, which means, and the Concorde plane is no longer, oh my god, I know that it, like, breaks, like, the sound barrier or whatever when it, like, takes off, but, like, I need to ride on the Concorde planes so bad. I know they're out of commission. I remember I went to the Smithsonian once. So you can go to the Smithsonian, okay? And you can go and you can, like, look at all the planes. Like, they have, like, a plane one. I forget what it's called. But, like, they have, like, they have so many interesting planes. You can take a look. And one of them is the Concorde. And the first time I looked at the Concorde, I was like, whoa, that thing's awesome looking. That thing is so awesome. They also have, like, the space shuttle and they have one of the first one that went to space, and then they also have, like, the isolation pods that they had them live in. It's so awesome. You guys should check out the Smithsonian museums. Yeah, my point is, it just looks so cool. So I want to ride on it. I want to know what it feels like to go that fast. It's never gonna happen, but it is what it is. Yeah, Concorde was too pricey, and any successor has to negate the sonic booms. Yeah, because people, I think, like, literally, like, windows were shattering. Like, when this thing would, like, take off, like, once it would, like, get up to, like, top speed. Which is crazy. It's not funny. It's no laughing matter. It's crazy. I wonder what it had to sound like on the plane. How did they deafen the sonic boom? Did people's ears not get blown out on the Concorde? I need to know. But it's got the droop snoot. Exactly. I need you guys to look up the Concorde if you've never seen it before. I would pull up a picture, but I can't. I need you to look up the Concorde. Okay, I need you to look at its little nose. The snoot droops. It's a droopy snoop. Oh my god. What the hell do I want to eat? Oh my god, I had the most disappointing thing happen to me. I ordered from an American breakfast place here in Japan. And the pictures looked really good. It genuinely did look like an American breakfast. Okay, they had eggs. They had bacon that looks more like American bacon. They had pancakes. It's not Denny's. It's not Denny's. But it looked like Denny's. And I was so pumped. So I ordered from this place because I've been missing. I can't live without my American food. I've been missing it, and I've been missing bacon. The bacon was regular Japanese bacon, despite the picture clearly showing me what looks to be American bacon. The eggs were weird. I don't know how else to describe them. They were fine, but they were weird. Something about them was wrong. The pancakes were not pancakes. They looked like pancakes. Except they were an inch thick. Not like it's the fluffy it's a regular, it's a cake. It's a dense cake. What the hell? What the hell did I just order? Because this is not what the picture looked like. Yeah, Japanese pancakes, they're more like an actual like cake. Like they're usually thicker. A lot of times I'll see them like cut off the rim, so it's just like the top and the bottom of the pancake are left. And like then you can like see the inside part. It's very strange. I think it's because they want them to be like perfectly circular, so they probably like put it in a mold and then, you know, like slam it down so that it comes out perfect every time. But like they're usually like really thick. They do not look like what you would expect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not like an actual flapjack. They are just weird. What do I want to eat? What do I want? Anyway, my point is, it's frustrating. That's all I'm trying to say. Ugh. So I wanted to die. And then I wanted to die because oh my god, you know what's superior? Here in Japan though, the shawarma. Mostly because you can get it like anywhere. I feel like you can go to like anywhere and there's just shawarma stands and it's always so good. I feel like if I want like shawarma in the like States, like I have to be in so or so place, you know, like I have to like find it, like I have to really look. But Japan loves shawarma. They love that shit. They're like, shawarma sounds so good. I got in trouble with because I was checking my health. So I was like reporting, I was like, yeah, I'm really like not feeling well. I feel really like something's wrong with me. Like my body is shutting down. And so they're like, what have you been eating? So I showed them my Uber Eats and I had shawarma like the past week in a row. And they're like, are you stupid? That's why. Stop eating shawarma every day. But I was like, but it's so delicious. Yeah, who doesn't like a good shawarma? Please eat a vegetable. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. I will eat my shawarma and I will be happy. I just need meat. I feel like I just never get enough protein here because the protein is all different. Like the chicken, it's hard to eat chicken here. It's hard to eat chicken here because a lot of it, like even if you go to a fast food place, like I really like McChickens from McDonald's in the States. In Japan, the texture is completely different with the chicken specifically. I haven't even had KFC because I've had a terrible experience with fast food chicken. Most restaurants too, it's kind of like, it's kind of, you get what you get and you don't have a fit, you know, type energy. Yeah, it is probably real chicken, but it's got this, I don't know how to describe it other than saying it's kind of gamey. Like, I know chicken is not gamey, but like it just has this kind of gamey feel to it that makes it really hard for me to eat. Yeah, I cannot eat nuggets. Like, I feel so bad. I just stopped ordering and trying any chicken because every time I would like get something and I would like try, like, again, I'm referring to specifically fast food places, mind you. The only one I've had an experience with that has not been bad is unironically the Chiki Chicken. Chiki Chicken is good. They were right. When Fuamoko said that, they were not lying. Chiki Chicken is good. Chiki Chicken is so good. I think I've ordered it like 5 days in a row as well. When I like to eat something, I just eat it too much. I want to order it now that I've remembered it exists. What about Wingstop? I don't think they have Wingstop in Japan. But like, don't get me wrong, like the karaage, the wings, when it's like actual like chicken stuff, it's fine. But like when you try to get like a chicken nugget, the taste is just wrong. So like that's why I'm sure KFC is actually really good. But you know, that's my point. Is just food here is different, is what I'm trying to say. Hot pot. Oh my god, you guys aren't gonna believe this. Don't get me wrong, I still love hot pot and I'm still eating it, but I've out hot potted myself. I need to try a new recipe. Because I've eaten now for so long and too many days consecutively the same exact hot pot meal every single day that I need to try something else. But I like what I like. Like, it'd be different if I went out to eat hot pot. I would still make exactly the same thing. But the experience is different when you're eating out because I can get different meat versus when I'm like at home, I only get pork to put in, even though I generally prefer beef. But like I ate it to the point of where I don't want to eat it anymore. Maybe try changing the broth. That's my only issue, is I have a hard time finding like broth here because they have like the actual physical like wet broth, but it's like way more pricey than in the States. Like I can't just go and buy like a ton of chicken stock, you know? And I guess theoretically like maybe I could like, I don't know if I've ever seen a full chicken, actually. I'm sure they exist. But, kimchi jjigae. I could make kimchi jjigae. But the kimchi here is so nasty. And by nasty, I mean it's sweet. And I don't want sweet kimchi. I like my kimchi to be old. I like it to be at least a year aged. And especially if you're cooking with kimchi, you want it to be really, really old and aged. You don't want to get just any regular old kimchi. You need to get old kimchi. And in Japan, they changed the flavor profile of kimchi, and they make it sweeter. And it's very strange. So I thought, coming to Japan, the first time that I came and decided to go have Korean food, I was like, oh, surely, because I am so close to Korea, the kimchi is going to be incredible. It'll probably be way more accurate than the one in the States, and I was wrong. I was incorrect. I was very incorrect. I think people just always misrepresent the Japanese flavor profile. It's either fishy or it's either sweet, is what I've experienced in Japan. If it's a savory food, unless it's like a kebab or something, it's either fishy or it's either sweet. So, yeah, I know Shin Okubo is supposed to have a lot of stuff, but I haven't really gone there much. Because, again, anything I'd buy, I'd have to then bring home with me. So I don't really go places to grocery shop that are really far. What about curry? Curry overwhelmingly will taste like curry. So again, there's several foods that don't really have this problem, but like curry is one of them but then the thing is, if you eat curry, you better expect everything to smell like curry. You, your house, your garbage, until like a few days have passed. And don't get me wrong, I love Japanese curry. I'll eat that shit up. Oh my god, it's so good, but it is so fragrant. It is so very fragrant. The curry smell is powerful. You could probably put fish in your curry and it would come out smelling like curry. I love curry though. I need to make curry. Yeah, it is worth it. Exactly. You're correct. I should call her. But about making curry. It's Kimsang in Korea right now. So I have 20 kilograms of kimchi. Hilbert. Why would you show off to me like that? Why would you show off like that? Are you gonna give me some? Can you give me 10? Can you make me some? Yeah, I was watching a video about kimchi making, but you know, the one thing I never see in kimchi, even though I know it's in it, is like the really little shrimp. So kimchi is not vegan, contrary to what some people might like to think because it's fermented. There's these little shrimps in kimchi. They're super duper small. Or I think some people do use a paste too, but some people do actually use the full shrimps. And they're so tiny. They're not average. They are tiny. Because the whole purpose is like, obviously like, you don't want anyone to choke on it. But also I don't think they're cooked. Am I incorrect? I don't remember. Maybe they are cooked. I'm just misremembering. But like you mix them in. Some local oyster. But yeah, anyway, so they're shrimp in kimchi. And I don't like shrimp, so I try not to think about it because I really, really like kimchi. And if I think about it too hard, it's gonna make me not like kimchi anymore. Because I so strongly dislike shrimp. You know? Do you ever have a like ick like that? Where like it's something really stupid. What about calamari? I don't like calamari. Every time I go out with everyone, they're always like, let's order calamari. And I'm like, How could you not like shrimp? I don't know what it was. I think I ate like a really, really bad shrimp when I was like younger. And like every time I eat shrimp, I don't actually feel like strongly enough about it one way or the other to have an opinion. And I feel like squid, shrimp, and octopus, I just do not like to eat. I do not enjoy the flavor. That's just me. It's okay if you feel differently, by the way. That just means there's more shrimp in the world for you. What about eel? Oh, I love eel. Eel is delicious. Eel is an exemplary seafood. Especially the eel sauce you put on the eel. Unagi is just something different. So delicious. So beautiful. So tasty. And nutritious for you. I could eat it every day. Because that's how delicious it is. It's awesome. I love it. I love eel. But it's expensive. It's considered like a luxury, not just a luxury, but a specialty food, kind of, in Japan. So it's kind of, it's not that you can't get it, but like you can't really, it's less of a, oh, you can just go somewhere and like buy it, you know? I was 5 when I tried barbecue eel for the first time, blew my little mind, right? Oh my god. Every time I go to get like sushi, which is, I haven't in a while, but every time I do go to get sushi, I always, oh my god, I'll eat the eel, and it's so freaking delicious. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Tonight I'm going to be playing Among Us on Twitch before my debut on Twitch, which is tomorrow as well, but in the evening. So, sorry, I totally forgot. But, I will stream my perspective unless something crazy goes wrong. But I will be on Twitch. No stream on YouTube. It's just gonna be on Twitch. Twitch only. Time in the States. You're gonna have to do some conversion because I don't know. It's 10 p.m. JST though. So I think it's gonna be at some point in the morning. I feel like it'll be good time for EU gang though. 8 a.m. EST. Yeah, it's gonna be early. No VOD on YouTube either. Nope. I will not dual stream. I will not dual stream. Gomen. I guess you have to make an account. And also, guys, if you prefer YouTube or you're not gonna go, that's fine. Like, I prefer YouTube too, which is why I stream on here. So, but if you, I would also like to say, Twitch is not all that bad. Twitch has a lot of integrations that are really actually great in terms of chat. But I feel like it's a for some games kind of situation, if that makes sense. Like, for example, if I was ever going to play Cult of the Lamb is so much better on Twitch than it would ever be on YouTube, because there's actually chat streamer integrations, you know, that are built in. And that's my one complaint for YouTube. I need YouTube to catch up. I would really like YouTube to catch up and to start integrating that stuff. That would be my one thing that I'm begging YouTube to do. Because it's a lot of fun. I think, though, I won't integrate anything like sound effects. Because I really don't like the one thing that I think is a plus for Twitch for some and is really annoying for me is how much the audience can affect the actual stream by like putting in like sound effects, or like some people have TTS. It's all depending on how much you add, but I feel like a lot of Twitch viewers expect it. So we're not going to be having any of those. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. Like, it can be fun, but like when people spam it too much, it just gets like, okay, you guys shut the fuck up, you know? So, we have 2 Twitch streams. They'll be Twitch exclusive. If you come, you come. If you don't, that's fine too. So, you don't need to announce how much you don't want to go or stuff like that. I don't. And I understand. Sorry to my Korean fans. I know Twitch does not work in Korea. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my Korean fans. It's, But there's not much I can do about the fact that Twitch doesn't exist. There will probably be some clips. I'm sure people will clip it even before I clip it. So I would expect I could do a rebroadcast of it, but I'm not gonna post it as like a video. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be less YouTube? No. I don't know why people are getting this. We're doing a special thing just this month. And I have 2 streams. So I don't know why people keep saying everyone's moving over to Twitch. You guys are special. But yeah, it's a it's going to be fun. Yeah, I feel like, and I get it, but you don't need to panic. Everyone here likes YouTube a lot. Everyone here really likes YouTube. I really like streaming on YouTube, but there's a lot of people on Twitch who don't use YouTube. And there's a lot of people on YouTube who don't use Twitch. And they all, for some reason, think the other streaming platform is terrible. So they don't get exposure to streamers who do not have access, or rather don't use the other website, right? Whatever one the streamer uses. So I use both though. You are a rare species. It seems like. I will say, I do agree though, Twitch ads I really do hate as well. I feel like I click off Twitch streams because of it. So they're very intrusive. I can agree. But that's how they're encouraging people to buy membership. Technically speaking, I could set up automated ads on YouTube. I just don't, because I want you guys to member me because you want to, not because you're annoyed by ads. You know? That makes sense. But I theoretically, like, it's always there, no matter how many times I dismiss it. I look up top and it says automated ads can help you optimize things. And I'm like, no. I could do them manually too. I could go in right now and I could turn on the rolling ads, but you know. No, YouTube does have ads for streams. Just no one turns them on because it's an option rather than being the default. That's why you don't see them. But it's definitely there. It's a setting. I could turn it on right now. So, I roll an ad. Yeah, let me start inserting my own ads. Ad break, everyone. One moment. Hiya, darlings. Welcome. Very soon, my birthday is coming up on the 21st. Come and stop by at the 21st at 7 p.m. to watch my birthday stream. This is an unskippable ad. Why are you trying to hit the skip button? It doesn't work. I think it has a... What time is it? Wait one sec. I already have the waiting room up, so I'm sure you guys have seen it. But all of Advent is going to be there. There's also videos now from me and all of Advent, hyping up my birthday. I posted them, but they've also made shorts themselves posting about my birthday. So you can either watch them on my channel, or you can go to their channels. But all of their videos are up now. I do want to say they won't be announced, but I will tease a bit. I do have 4 other special guests who are not in the thumbnail and who will not necessarily be announced in advance. So please stop by to see a special guest appearance. I wonder who the other 4 people could be. I wonder who the other 4 people could be. I don't know. It could be anybody. So, how many of the 4? All of them are in hololive. All of them are hololive members. Yago? Oh my god, he was already in my 3D debut. I kicked him, do you guys remember? I'll start cracking my wrist. Grossly cracks wrist repeatedly. Hololive? I love Hololive. I love Hololive too. But yeah, so please look forward to it. Who knows who they are? Only them. But please, again, it'll be pretty fun, I think. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun. No way it's All of Advent. Yeah, All of Advent is already publicly announced as guests. So, come see me celebrate my birthday with the Advent girlies. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you desire? Isn't that what you crave? Isn't that what you want? Is that what you think about at night? Advent together? I'm always thinking about Advent. Non-stop. I love them so much. Ugh. Oh, anyways, not to be a downer, but so what my point is, when you guys are constantly really negative, I know it's not all of you and it's just a select group of people, but it's really frustrating when people are trying to try something new and everyone always automatically assumes the worst. Just Twitter. No, it happens here too. Like, if people are trying streaming on a new platform, if people are trying something new, if people have something exciting announced and all people do is complain and talk about how, well, I hate that, just think about the fact that your Oshi definitely does probably see that, especially, again, if it's in chat or on Twitter and stuff. So, if you actually care about your Oshi, you should... or her friends, or stuff like that, you should maybe be more considerate. More considerate of the people you support by maybe, I don't know, chilling the fuck out. That's all. Also, Rain, happy late birthday. I feel like the jailbirds are usually, in my opinion, the nicer. Generally nicer. So, but there's still people who do it. In you guys too. So this goes out to all of you. If you're a negative Nancy all the time about everything, I need you to take a moment today to find something positive. To find something positive to enjoy. And to be positive about literally anything. And to stop being so negative or finding things to be negative about when it's really not that deep. So don't get me wrong, there's definitely things to be negative about in the world, or you can find stuff to be upset about. But like when you're constantly depressed, it's not good for your body. It's not good for your body. It's not good for you. It's not good in general. It's not good for your perspective. It's like the... What is it? the perspective where if you look at yourself every day and say, hey, you ugly bitch, I fucking hate you, guess what? You're going to think those things about yourself. And if you're constantly looking at the things that you love and thinking negative things and overthinking and like projecting negative sentiments that aren't even true most of the time onto things, then guess what? You're probably going to feel negative about it. Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Take it from me. I am a self-fulfilling prophecy of this as well. It's a big problem. It's something I had to work on, you know? So maybe, yeah, change your mindset. Changing your mindset's really important. Not that anyone asked anything of me, but I don't know. It's just something I've been seeing a lot. Oh, someone tried slugging? Wait, one sec. I tried slugging for one. Skeptical jailbirds out there? Trust me, it works 100%. I've never had softer feet my whole life. Look. Look. This is a perfect example. You know how many people when I said to slug were like, sure, Nerissa Ravencroft. Sure, Nerissa Ravencroft. And look at, he's never had softer feet in his life. Or her. You person, I don't know your pronouns, but you've never had softer feet in your life. Look, it works. Straight up, if you guys don't remember, slugging is when after just in general. So usually after a shower though, you get a body cream and you cover your whole body, head to toe, not your hair, obviously, in moisturizer. You moisturize yourself. You moisturize yourself. Top to bottom. And you have to do this every time. Generally, you should, again, do it after every single shower. Slugging will give acne on my body. If slugging is giving you acne on your body, I hate to tell you, you need to find a different moisturizer. Because if your pores are being clogged by your moisturizer, then that moisturizer is not right for you, because the whole point of moisturizer is it's supposed to moisturize your skin, not necessarily clog your pores, you know? You're not putting on makeup. Makeup will clog your pores, or like sometimes you'll get like filler to like clog your pores, but like it should absorb into your skin, you know? Yeah, become moist. Be like a slug. Don't you want to become a slug? Do you want to be sluggy? That sounds wrong. You want to be sluggy? Who's slugging it? Let's slug. Return to slug. Become slug. You are slug. I am slug. We slug together. Slugs. Oh my god, wait. This makes me think of, I know it's snails, but do you guys remember? Take me to Snurch, I'll worship like a snail in the shrine of your light. I'll snell you my sneers, and you can snarp in your snife. Offer me that snethless sneth, and good God, let me sniff you my snife. Take me to Snurch. You know Snurch, like snail church? Have you ever been a slug? My lover's got humor. She's the sniggle at a funeral. You need to look up Take Me to Snurch. You need to look up Take Me to Snurch. It's so funny. It's so stupid, but like in like the best way possible. I fucking love Take Me to Snurch. I'm so hungry, you guys. Where can I get some meat? Where can I get some tasty meat? Like, I want like a steak. Where the hell do you get steak in Japan? Can someone help me? Help me! Walmart doesn't exist in Japan! Because here's the thing, I can go get yakiniku anytime and just like cook it myself, but like, you know, sometimes you just want a ribeye. You just want a tasty ribeye, you know? I haven't had steak in a really long time. And I must be protein deficient, because if I'm craving a steak this crazy style, then I probably need protein. I should find something that's high in protein to eat today. Ugh. There's no Outback? I think there is Outback. But that's like a sit-down. That's like a sit-down place. I need something that I can eat quick. Because, I'm not leaving my house today. I'm not going anywhere. That's my toxic trait. I won't leave my house if I can avoid it. Ever. I would rather stay and rot, so don't be like me in that way. Get out. Find time to touch some grass. Make sure you're stretching your body. Make sure you are keeping healthy. Do not be like me and be stuck in your house non-stop with your cats. I love my cat. Look, okay, here's the thing. Let me clarify. The way that we make steak in the US is completely different than steak here. I'm sure there's some places where the steak is the same, but generally if you go somewhere and they give you like the steak that they make and they like cut up for you, it is not anything like the experience of having steak in the States. It is different. So Ikinari steak, I haven't eaten there, but based on what I see, it looks similar, like a higher end version of the steaks that I can get at like a Jonathan's, you know? It's not the same. It's not the same, okay? It's about how it's cooked. It's not about the meat even itself. It's about how they cook it. It is different, and it is not the same and I'd say that in a negative way. It's not to say that it's bad. It's my personal preference. You might love it, but like it's one thing when I like go to like a collab cafes, if they have like a steak option, it's not, if you're going in and you're like, oh, it's gonna be like a steak. It's not a steak. It's something different. It's a secret Japanese steak. Not the kind of steak you're hoping for. I found a new song recently and I've been really obsessed. I could tell you guys about that. Or should I? Maybe I should save it for members. Tell my members all about my recent song obsession. What do I want to eat? I'm so hungry. I'm starving. Starving. No, I'll let everyone in on it. Oh, are you guys sure? Are you sure? Members, shouldn't I save it for you? You don't want me to keep it exclusive just for you guys? You want me to share it with everybody? Recent gatekeeping music. I love gatekeeping music. I'm a gatekeeper. I like classical music. No, I'm not gonna tell you my favorite classical songs. We can share. Oh, you guys are so considerate, jailbirds. How sweet of you. Okay, I suppose if so many of you are saying you want to share, then I'll tell you. So for context, I had never heard this song before, which is crazy because quite a few years ago, I used to be a huge Pentatonix fan, and Pentatonix did a cover of this song. So, but I didn't know that, okay? I didn't know this song existed, and I had never heard it. So, it came to my attention recently. It's called White Winter Hymnal. And I'd never heard it before, and I was like, what the heck? So I click it. It's by this band called Fleet Foxes. And it's really, really good. It's got, like, it seems like it's conflicting information because some people seem to think that there is no meaning at all to the song. That it is just completely meaningless, that the, like, lyrics are just meant to sound pretty because apparently at some point someone had said that, where they're like, oh, it's more focused on the harmony. rather than the lyrics. But the lyrics also are deep as well, and the person who has written the lyrics has also talked about it and talked about the meaning of the lyrics. So the lyrics definitely have meaning, and it's a good one. So you should listen to it. How's it written? I will tell you about it. I was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. Then I turned round, and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red like strawberries in the summertime. That's from memory, so if they weren't perfect, my apologies. But I literally, like, it's hurting me. It sounds like a poem. It is poetic because the lyrics are actually a poem called lyrical poetry. So any lyrics that you read are technically a poem. They're just a lyrical poetry rather than, like, you know, iambic pentameter. So the symbolism of them is really interesting because he's talking about childhood and how as you grow older, things change and your innocence is kind of lost, using the symbolism, but also like of the heads falling off, and like the snow turning red, you know. But apparently the songwriter talked about it and he was like, yeah, when, you know, I went with like this, and this isn't an exact quote, but he's like, yeah, when I grew up, I had like the same amount of like I had the same friends like throughout like pretty much my whole life up through high school, and seeing how like as we got older, like dumb things that really shouldn't have been important became more important than like our friendship, like drugs and stuff like that. They're like, he was like, it's terrible to see because what do you mean that this is like more important, you know, like than just living life, you know. Yeah, just about the drama and as people get older and the things that change and the things that become more of a focus in people's lives. So it is kind of deep, and then it's crazy because then some people say, no, the lyrics are actually nonsense, and I'm like, are you fucking insane? Respectfully. These lyrics are most definitely not nonsense. So anyways, it's hypnotized me. It's hypnotized me. Also because it's one of the first songs where as I listen to it, I really feel like I am able to hear the harmonies fairly well. It's impossible to... Okay, you want to know real lyrical nonsense? I'll share with you a song that's real lyrical nonsense. What's it called? It's an Umineko song. I think it's called, is it Happy Maria? Okay, so there is no official lyrics to the song. The song is called Happy Maria. It is a song that is from Umineko. And no one knows what the damn lyrics are. I'm gonna read them to you though, what people think they are. My witch is golden dreamer on tragical golden wings, blessing on the creature those bloodied September. Witch is golden dreamer is magical golden chef. I'm gonna be stint prayer or a magical breaking part. In a bloody party some very very sin isn't go breaking a darkness chosen prince. You must outweigh in some everything in a roll I feel it my broken on the shore. Your witch's golden prayer for Maria's golden sleep. You're gonna be stint prayer this bloody December. In a witch is a golden player for Maria's golden wails, blessing on the creature, the medical sorry go. Sing a song of silence, so really really low. Is it come breaking a gap he showed me then? You must stop gracing some every scene, other way you're breaking my broken on the shore. Our witch is a golden breaker of tragical golden wings, blessing on the creature with bloodied September. Witch's golden breaker is magical golden chef. I'm gonna be stint prayer or magical breaking part. In a bloody party, some very, very sin is he come, breaking a darkness, chosen prince. You must stop gracing some every scene. In a roll I feel my broken on the shore. Our witch is a golden sorcerer from Maria's golden sleep. You're gonna be stint prayer, those final October. In a witch is golden sorcerer from Maria's golden wail, blessing on the creature, the medical sorry go. Kill the feel inside. Or kill the feeling inside the some crappy lonely witch is the gone, breaking a gap he showed me then. You must stop gracing some everything as a way you break in my broken on the shore. For context, there's a chef named Goda, and like, so the it's magical Goda chef is literally what the lyric sounds like. Is literally. But people are like, they're probably saying not Goda, they're probably saying golden. But like, it literally just sounds like, it's magical golden chef, or Goda chef. And everyone's just like, yeah, but they're singing about Goda. The character Goda, the random chef character who's not really important to the plot. Yep, they made this song and they're singing about magical Goda chef. Because who else would they be singing about? He's the only chef on the island. Anyway. I wait for the day. Ryukishi will never see this, but if Ryukishi ever sees this, my deepest desire is for him to release the official lyrics to Happy Maria. I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging you. Please, I need to know what you're saying. But the point is, it's very weird English that I'm sure they had intention. I can see glimmers of it. I can see the potential, but it's not there. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it this way. Yeah, there's hints there, but I don't... Magical Goda chef, everyone. Could it be like Evangelion where they just grab Western themes so to sound cool? I don't think so. I think that's partially it. In the golden party, the everything is a girl breaking the darkness. Show me rain. You're mustard crazy. The lyrics that people have come up with for this song are so funny. Please, for the love of everything, I need you to listen to Happy Maria. It's such a funny song. It's so funny. I love Happy Maria. Anyway. Oh, I had something terrible happen to me recently. And I'm really lucky I noticed before I went to sleep because I would have woken up blind. I would have woken up blind. So I read something that said that you'll sleep better if you have a weighted eye mask. So I got a weighted eye mask. And I put it on and it felt fine. But then I realized I had to do something before I could go to sleep. So I'd already been laying down for maybe 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, wait, I have to do this thing. So I took off the eye mask. I picked up my phone. And I couldn't see anything. I literally couldn't see. Everything was incredibly blurry. Like to the point of I couldn't make anything out. And eventually it cleared up. It took a few hours. Mind you, 30 minutes of wearing this. And it took hours to clear up. So yeah, anyway, if anyone ever tells you, oh, get a weighted eye mask, it'll really help your sleep. Maybe don't. It was really, yeah, it's like, I tried to rub my eyes to like make it better, and there was a way where if I push down, you know, like, your tear ducts on like the center, like of your eye closest, or not the center, on the edge of your eye closest to your nose, if I like held down on that area in a specific way, I could make I could see. So I was able to like Google, I was like, what's happening to me? Weighted eye mask, can't see, is normal, you know. You go to the eye doctor? No, it cleared up. By the morning I was completely fine. Yeah, and then, but from that, I found out wearing a weighted eye mask can deform your eye. So be careful of don't listen to the internet. They'll tell you a lot of things. Don't listen. Don't listen to them. That's the devil talking. Yeah, it was horrible. And now I have this weighted eye mask that I'm never going to use again. What am I supposed to do with it? What am I going to do? It's garbage now. Do I throw it away? It was like 20 bucks. I thought it would help me sleep. I was like, oh, it just helps you sleep. I'm not going to give it to anyone else. Thing almost blinded me temporarily. How heavy? I don't know. Well, it's weird because the part where the actual eyes are is hollow, but the bottom part, like that's on the bottom of your face, is so heavy that basically what happens, and there's nothing keeping it in place, is when you're laying down, because there's nothing holding the actual eye thing in place, it just kind of moves down, and then the heavy part ends up being on your eyes, even though it's technically supposed to be on your face. So anyway, say goodbye to my $20. May it rest in peace. Oh, my $20. It is over. It is over. I am $20 poorer forever. Another song I can't stop thinking about kind of recently is Rock You Like a Hurricane. Just completely different vibes. I don't know why. It's because the first time still that I sang it, I had never really looked at the lyrics. And then I was just very surprised. I was very surprised about those lyrics. I never, and I know people say the same thing. They're like, oh, they're written to sound cool. And I'm like, they do sound cool though. They sound really cool. But there is still meaning there. It's clearly about sex, but like there's clearly meaning there. I got you. Thank you, Reese's missing horn. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Come on, baby. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you for the eye mask fund to replace my $20 I wasted. Why does this sound like a Disney Channel song? Are you joking? Oh, another funny thing. Sorry, this is another musical thing. There was some Twitter drama I saw having to do with this new SpongeBob song that dropped that Ice Spice sings. And it's like, SpongeBob, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. That's literally the lyrics. That's literally how the song goes. I heard it once, and I had it. It's stuck, and not in a good way. Like, head in my hands. Like, what the fuck? And people were defending it and being like, "It's for kids. It's so." It's for kids. Don't worry about it. It's for kids. It's not supposed to be serious. It's for kids. And then people brought up the fact that SpongeBob has often introduced children to good music or created good music. Like, I'm a goofy goober, right? Like, that song's banging. Goofy, 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 goober. I still remember that shit. The singing was good. It was high quality. It was great. Or Tiny Tim, yeah. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Haven't got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Ha ha! Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Do 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 do. Don't talk. We do not talk shit about Tiny Tim. You don't say that song's creepy. It's not creepy. It's a man singing in his falsetto. He's so happy. Happy-go-lucky him. He just goes his way living every day. He doesn't worry because worrying's not for him. And you know, things that bother you will never bother him. He feels happy and fine. He's living in the sunlight. He's loving in the moonlight. He's getting laid. He's having a wonderful time. He hasn't got a lot, but he doesn't need a lot, you know? Coffee is only a dime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, he's having a wonderful time. Just take it from him. He's just as free as any daughter. He does what he likes, just what he likes, and how he loves it. It's awesome. I fucking love that song. Unironically, I really like Tiny Tim. I was really mad when that one horror movie used a Tiny Tim song, because I feel like that's where now the perception of a ton of people being like, oh, Tiny Tim is so creepy, when really this guy is just was making music with just max fucking whimsy. The most possible whimsy you can insert into a song, this guy was making. And then Insidious used one, and people were like, oh, it's scary. And I'm like, how could you take something so beautiful and whimsy and just pure, and how dare you? How dare you? I hate that movie for that whole reason, because now every time I mention Tiny Tim, instead of people being like, yeah, it's so whimsy, I think we whimsy people need to reclaim Tiny Tim and save him, because he was truly whimsy maxing. Yeah, my first exposure was also SpongeBob. Like, if you listen again, this guy is so, if you listen to him talk, he's just like, and I love what I do, and I love music, and I love everybody. He's a king. He is a king. I will not take any of this slander being, oh, it's scary, his music's creepy. No, you just have a bad mindset. Change yourself. Look at the lyrics. Look at the man. Look at the life that he led. He was full of whimsy. Just because you watched one scary movie that decided that it sounded kind of creepy to them, and now you're gonna decide that the whole man's existence is creepy, that all of his music is creepy. You've been indoctrinated. And I love horror. I love horror so much. I would not let horror ruin Tiny Tim for me. You know what I'll let it ruin for me? It can ruin, like, you know, like a fucking Ring Around the Rosie. That shit's creepy. When kids start singing in children's movies, that shit's creepy. But I still don't think overall that, like, I don't get creeped out when someone sings Ring Around the Rosie. Like, or when I see kids playing Ring Around the Rosie, I'll be creeped out in the moment, because I hate seeing creepy children. Or like, Kagome, kagome, kage no naka no tori wa itsu itsu de aru, yoake no ban ni tsuru to kame ga tsubetta, ushiro no shoumen dare, is a Japanese thing, and the lyrics are strange in Japanese. In fact, I think no one actually knows what the lyrics are actually talking about in that song, because it is not written with kanji, and so everyone has their own version of kagome kagome. So it is creepy, because even the lyrics, tsuru to kame, tsuru is a crane, kame is a turtle, and tsubetta is like they slipped, which both turtle and crane are like symbols of good luck, very good luck. So having them slip is like yeah, but if you don't know it, if you don't know the context, if you just saw kids playing it, you'd probably be like, oh, that's cute. But because Vocaloid kind of made it creepy, and because the lyrics are very, like, it works well. It works really well in a horror context. But I'm not scared of Kagome Kagome. Oh, sorry, I'm getting on a rant. I feel very passionate about Tiny Tim, clearly. I feel very passionate about Tiny Tim. What the hell were we talking about before this? SpongeBob music. Let me go back. I was not done. Then we also get in the one sweet, sweet victory. You guys remember that one. I guarantee you. I think that it wasn't even a song written for SpongeBob, but they just took it and inserted it. And it's a good song. It's a good memory. I don't know, like, apart from the fact that, like, it gets stuck in your head because it's so simple and awful. Who is SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay? SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay? Like, I don't want to hear kids. Like, if I hear kids, when I was a kid, after the SpongeBob Sweet Victory episode came out, and I was saying, sweet, sweet victory, you know, like, that's fun. Like, and even your parents are gonna hear that and they're gonna, oh yeah, I remember when that song came out, you know, but like, who? Even Ripped My Pants. Even the Ripped Pants song. At least it's about something. At least it's about something. He's singing about his biggest moment of embarrassment. He's singing about this big embarrassment that happened to him and turning it into something that is both now positive. Not just a bad thing anymore. Instead of people making fun of him for this thing that happened to him, he's now turning it into something positive. Or F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime and all down here in the deep blue sea. I haven't heard the song in a while, but I still remember the lyrics. A Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Krusty Krab pizza! Where he starts going off. I don't even know how he riffs, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's great. Pretty much all the songs written for like old SpongeBob were just like iconic and fun. Like, it's not that they're like the best, or yeah, CAMPFIRESONG song, CAMPFIRESONG song, and if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong, but it went up if you just sing along. Like, it's stupid, but it's meant to be, like, in the context of the story that is meant to be annoying. Like, Squidward's losing his mind while they're just very badly singing the CAMPFIRESONG song, you know? And that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. So, I just feel like when people, the fact that children's media is becoming so TikTok brain rot is worrying to me. Because even I can be the first to admit, my brain is fried a bit from like YouTube shorts and like all the fast content, and that's one of the reasons I'm trying to pick up like actual like hobbies, like learning to play the lyre, because I need to do something productive, because otherwise I will spend the entire day I will spend the entire day going down and watching basically nothing, watching stuff that I'm going to forget about by tomorrow. Because it's instant serotonin shot, you know? So I have to watch long form videos. I need to stop watching them in 2 times speed, because even then I'll be like, oh, this video's an hour and a half, and then I'll watch it in half that. And then I'll be like, oh, that got finished so quickly. I should watch something else. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. You really do 2 times speed? I do. And it's one thing if you need to catch up on something fast. Like, if I'm reviewing Enreco, then like, I will watch that on 2 times speed. But now they've introduced even faster. They've introduced up to 4 times speed, I think. And I'm just like, why? Like, who? So I need to like start watching more like movies and actual art, or like long form video content, and like not speeding it up, because I don't need to consume 20 hours worth of content a day in 10 hours about vastly different topics. It's too much. It needs to be like, things need to genuinely slow down. So something I'm debating doing that I saw someone recommend to help you unplug is to turn off your recommendeds, but I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to turn off my recommended videos. But yeah. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, you shouldn't. You're gonna have to manually type my channel in when you want to watch me. Or I would imagine if you're still subscribed to someone, or if you have notifications on, it's probably fine, but yeah, I need to read more books. I want to actually work up to a place where I can read. Your subscriptions still work? Do they? I'm gonna try it then. I don't subscribe to many people. I keep my following extremely curated. So maybe I'll try it. Read fanfics? I could read fanfics. Does anyone have any good fanfics? Yeah, and like another thing I notice, I'm sorry, I hate AI generated videos. When I click a video and I can tell that it's just completely like AI generated, I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit. So I just always click off of it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Because I'm like, I'm already watching content slop, but at least if I'm going to watch content slop, I want to support someone who actually put in the effort to make me my slop. Like, even, I'll be so for real. One of my bad hobbies is watching literal, I don't know what they're called. They're mini dramas. They're shot in phone dimensions because there are basically a ton of different shorts that go in together to make a story, and I love them. Okay, it's like Twilight. It's like watching Twilight, but like written worse every time. So I'll like go and I'll watch the TikTok movies, and I found one recently that's really bad. And by really bad, I mean it's like grade A in its caliber. It is like SSR in terms of its type of content. It is so good, but like in terms of actual media, it's bad. And it's called Divorced, Now a Lichen Princess or something like that. And it's about this girl who's like, I am an orphan, but I'm married to my husband who's the alpha of our pack. But I'm just a human, and we have a contract we signed where he is, he's my husband, but we're not out publicly, basically, that we're dating, or like married rather. So she's like, but like he never acknowledges me, and like it really gets to me because I do love him, but. And she finds out she's pregnant, okay? She finds out she's pregnant. But then she goes to give him a gift, which is the ultrasound pictures, because she's like, he's gonna be so happy when he sees our baby. But then they won't let her in the office because when she goes to his work to see him, they're like, you're just a human. You're not his wife. You couldn't be his wife. And then he walks out with another woman. And they're like, see, that's the pack's future Luna, not you, stupid human. And so anyway, she goes out because she's like, oh wow, so he didn't come with me to the doctor. He couldn't spend time with, like, he stayed with me this morning when I was feeling sick and made me Uber because he was with another woman, which, valid crash out queen. So the context is this other girl really wants the alpha. He, however, is actually loyal and loves his wife, which is new for these. Usually it's always like they're really, really bad and get like brainwashed by the whoever the mean girl is in this situation, which in this point is the other alpha girl, who is also pregnant, by the way, but not with his child, with his dead best friend's child. This was his dead best friend's mate, and he believes that she is pregnant with his best friend's child. So he is protecting her because that is the promise he made to his best friend before he died, is to make sure that his mate and his unborn pup would have a good life. But the twist is later that comes in, is she's lying about being pregnant. She's not actually pregnant at all. So, so what is this? It's slop, but I will admit it's slop, and it's so funny because the whole time, so she ends up finding out. So because she is pregnant with a 100% alpha child, however that works, she finds out that she, her family finds her because her wolf awakens. So turns out she is the Lichen Princess, whatever the fuck that means. So she ends up, Yeah, it's so bad that it's entertaining. Exactly. But this one, it's great because they have sometimes you'll watch these and they'll stay in one location for the whole time and basically drag a scene on for forever. And like, there's no costume changes, there's no scene changes, there's no like, it's just like one event told really badly in full. This one like will like jump. It'll like jump to a new place. It'll jump to new things happening, and it's chef's kiss. But it's like a Wattpad. It's like a Wattpad that some 12-year-old wrote, and then they and then they just adapt. They just adapt it for some. Yeah, it's so bad it's good. Exactly. So I watched this, and that's my favorite one recently. But there's another one called "Don't Miss Me When I'm Gone," and it's about this girl who she's like, yeah, my parents died, but I've been living with this other rich family who's not related to me, and they have 2 sons, and I forget what their names are. Let's just call them like the Walker boys or something. I don't remember their fucking names. And she's like, and like I love them, and it was always my dream that one day like I might marry one of them, but now, ever since Lola came in, and Lola is the daughter of the lowly maid. But she's actually a snake, and she's trying to steal her place and all her things. And they treat Daisy like she is a human pest because she's just trying to take things away from Lola. She doesn't see that Lola's had it so hard. She's had it so hard, and it's her birthday. Her and Lola conveniently share a birthday, and she's like, you guys remember? And they're like, no, this celebration is for Lola. Why are you so selfish, Daisy? Why do you have to ruin everything for Lola? And Lola's like, guys, stop. You know, it's just, Daisy's right. I'm just the maid's daughter. But they keep changing scenes. The plot's actually advancing. I refuse to believe a person wrote this. Here's the thing. I wrote stuff like this when I was a teenage girl. Lo and behold, a long, long time ago. You don't need AI to write this stuff, because you can just go to Wattpad. You can just go to AO3 even, I bet. I don't actually know what's on AO3, but I feel like there's probably fan fiction there, right? Like, you can go to a fan fiction site and just find someone's weird Yume shipping completely original story about like werewolves and be like, here you go. Here you go. You don't even need to use the AI, because you can just find one for free. That's already generated. It's already got everything that you need in it. Already got everything you need. Also, I would be more susceptible to think it's AI slop when it's no like changing locations, like pretty much zero like good editing, and like but the fact that there's actual people, they're actually wearing costumes, they're actually going to a location to film, and they're clearly like starting actors, like clearly someone who does have a budget is making this. So I would like, I think if it was completely generated where like the people are generated too, I would think that it's AI, but I'm pretty sure they're literally probably just stealing like AO3 and Wattpad stories. Because again, I've read these stories. I don't think AI could write stuff that bad. It's some teenage girl who just wrote her werewolf fantasy. Because I mean, I've never actually read this, but you guys have heard of like my mom sold me to One Direction, right? Where it's like, my mom is horrible, and I do all the chores and everything, and she doesn't love me. And then one day she sold me, and she was telling me she sold me, and then suddenly in walks Harry Styles from One Direction, and he's like, get in the car, princess, or something like that. I don't remember, but it's just like, that is not even, that is just pure teenager angst. Okay? I feel like if I was younger, when I was into like my BTS phase, I probably would have written fan fiction too. Like, cause I never writ anything physically, but what I would do is I'd have my MP3 player, okay? And I do this with my Naruto OC and like the Naruto characters, but I would like lay in bed and I would turn on my iPod, and then I would go to whatever song I wanted, and then I would imagine the story in my head to the song that I was listening to. Yeah. And yeah, anyway, I'm so sorry. Reminding me of my Naruto OC. I fucking love Naruto OCs. They're so fun. It's such a funny time and period because there's so many of them. Like, there's something just so special about the Naruto world that makes it so easy to, like, insert yourself into it and, like, want to be a part of it, that, like, there's just so many Naruto OCs. Yeah, OCs are fun in general, but specifically with Naruto, they're just freaking fun as hell. I love Naruto RPCs. RPC stands for role-playing character, if you didn't know. So, you could consider that your D&D character is also an RPC. But I don't think anyone calls D&D characters RPCs, unless I'm wrong. RPC, unlike an NPC, is your character that you roleplay through. So theoretically, you could say that your main character in Baldur's Gate 3 is an RPC. Just saying. It's a PC. No, that's a player character. This is specifically a role-playing character. When you are role-playing, then it becomes a RPC. And in Baldur's Gate 3, oftentimes, you are role-playing and therefore it is a RPC. I'm so sorry. I'm just being chaotic. I'm so sorry. It's always funny to me when people write fan fiction. Look, here's what you don't understand. The reason when you write a fan fiction that you are inserting your own character into it is because you are seeing yourself in that world. So that's why you have self-inserts. Like, someone might self-insert onto Sakura because they might feel her. Or you'll go one step further and be like, well, I'm not really, like, similar to Sakura and things. Like, I don't really feel like I'm really that smart or that pretty, but like generally, like, maybe I could make a character like this, but then I can still put her in this situation with these characters who I know really well because I watch all, like, it's tasty, it's fun. Like, who doesn't want to date Sasuke Uchiha? Who doesn't want to date Itachi? Who doesn't want to date and marry Rock Lee and have children with him, you know? Just me? Are you kidding? It's not just me. I don't. Okay, well, you're the outlier, okay? You are the outlier here. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants that. I proceed to not look at the chat anymore. I'm not reading it, which means it's not true. You guys can't say no if I'm not looking. You guys can't say no if I'm not looking. See, everybody wants it. I don't see anyone saying no in the chat. Because I can't see it. You guys can't hurt me because I can't read. Your words can't hurt me, I can't read it. Wait. Where's the chicky chicky? Where's the chicky chicky chicky? Where's the chicky chickies? Bye. Oh my god. I was like, you know, I'll just have some McDonald's. I don't have chicky chicky. What's the point? There's no point anymore. I don't want it. I wanted the chicky chicken. I was hoping it would be a permanent menu item. I knew it wouldn't, but I was hoping it would. I'm so sorry. I'm such a baby. This is my punishment for talking about my weird Naruto OCs. This is what I get for telling you guys about my Naruto RPCs. Tiki one, bye. Anyway, my point is, it's good to write stuff like that because it's using your brain to create something, you know? You're using your brain to create something new. that you've created specifically. And it helps with your cognitive function to have an imagination, to be able to create something. It doesn't matter if it's bad. Like, obviously no one's saying like, oh yeah, these are like amazing works of life that need to be protected at all costs. Like, I'm not saying that about my slop, okay? But my slop, it reminds me of my childhood because I used to make slop. I used to make slop and I wish I could make it again. Because I quite like inventing and coming up with like little fun original stories, you know, and like characters and putting them in situations. Like, it's something I really find a lot of joy in. But it's something that as my attention span has gotten like smaller and as I've been like sick and it's affected my brain, I feel like I've lost the ability. But I also feel like nothing is ever permanent. You can just get it back. You just have to like, you just have to undo the damage that's been done, you know? I have to undo the damage that's been done to my brain. But I do have less free time now, and that does definitely make things a bit harder. That is correct. Because I have a lot of stuff I would like to do. But in terms of the amount of time I have to do things, that is a completely different story. Because I don't have a lot of time to do pretty much anything. Which is unfortunate. God, guys, my life is so miserable. What do you mean they don't have chalupas in Japan? What do you mean they don't have chalupas at Taco Bell? Isn't even Taco Bell if there's no chalupa? What's the point? What's the point? Why? Why we... I'm not actually crying, but I feel like crying. I was so frustrated. I want to scream. Yeah, this is my big problem is I just want to eat something. I just want to eat something that what am I supposed to do? Because I had a burger yesterday, but the burgers here are different. So they don't do it for me, you know? How hungry? I'm pretty hungry. I'm pretty hungry. Ugh. It's not chalupas, but there's a boom of Mexican food in Japan. Look, I need them to get more because there's not enough. I need to be able to go and find tacos at pretty much anywhere. Just tacos are so fucking good. And I need to be able to find good tacos too. Because Taco Bell is when you have a specific craving, when you want Taco Bell. Because there's Taco Bell, and no one is trying to say that Taco Bell is like Mexican food, because let's be honest, it's not. But when I want Taco Bell, I want the Taco Bell flavor. But the thing is, Japan also doesn't really have any Mexican food, and I need them to get on it. I need them to get with the program, okay? But they're just gonna make it sweet. I know they're just gonna make it sweet and not correct, probably. Not correct. They're gonna make it to be more suited toward Japanese palate. But it's going to disturb me greatly. I could get a pizza, I guess, but I don't think I can eat a pizza by myself. I don't want to eat a pizza by myself. Do you know how lame that makes me feel? Oh yeah, hi, I'm Nerissa Ravencroft. I'm gonna order a pizza. Oh yeah, sorry, I have no one to eat it with. Yeah, it's just me eating the pizza alone. How lame is that? I feel dumb. I don't want to eat pizza by myself. Leftovers are the best. I'm not really good at using my oven. Because it's also a microwave. And it's really confusing. Like, I know how to use it, but I'm just not good at it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna start crashing out because I'm getting so hungry. That's my only issue with streaming in the morning like this. Is I need to work on actually going to bed earlier so I can wake up earlier, because I wake up in the morning and I feel fine, but then very soon my body's like, okay, you're awake, so time to eat. And I'm like, I'm like, but I'm working, and all I can think about is food because I'm hungry. And then I go crazy, and then I talk about Yume shipping myself with Sasuke, you know? Like, how embarrassing is that? Well, let's be honest, we all Yume shipped ourselves with Sasuke, so it's fine. I bet all of you did too. You'll deny it. You'll say, no, I didn't do that. Not me. But I get it. It's just because you're embarrassed. But don't worry. You're here in the Ravencroft, in the Nerissa Ravencroft chat. You don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to be embarrassed about the fact that you shipped yourself with Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. Or Ino Yamanaka. God, she was fine as hell. Like, I always related more to Sakura, but especially at the time skip, I was like, hello? Hinata too's so gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many beautiful women and men in Naruto. Naruto just has so many good characters. I still think the ultimate character, though, is Rock Lee. Call me biased, but I feel like it's rare that you see a character who has that sort of dedication and is also just such a good person. Like, I feel like if I was married to Rock Lee and I was like, I'm just really depressed, like I'm having a hard time, or like I'm feeling down about myself, I feel like he would be able to easily and effortlessly pull me out of the dumps and make me feel better. And I feel like that is so valuable. Standing in chair, thank you very much for the pinky for your choice of food. Take care of yourself. Thank you. But I don't know. I love Rock Lee. I think more guys need to be like Rock Lee. It doesn't matter if you're not perfect. It doesn't matter if you've got little bug eyes or you got thick eyebrows. It doesn't matter. As long as you're a good person with a positive spirit. If you're a good person with a positive spirit, then that's what really matters. We need to wear the green spandex. Yes. Yes. You gotta dress in the green spandex with the belt around your waist and the leg warmers. That is a riveting costume. It's a riveting costume that will entrance the women around you. The women and the men around you they'll be watching you intently. Risa, you're scaring me. Anyway, you gotta do the weight training. If you're gonna do the Rock Lee cosplay, if you're gonna live the Rock Lee lifestyle, yeah, you gotta train. Because your body is important. Taking care of your health is very important. So if you're not making sure that you're in good health, where are you gonna be 10 years from now? Where are you gonna be? So Dolphin, happy early birthday. So anyway, sorry, I'm just talking in circles because I'm looking at food and I'm thinking about Rock Lee and it's making me happy. Hearing this while I'm elbow deep in some ribs. Hey, ribs are good for you. I don't care what anyone says. If anyone tells you ribs aren't healthy, they are lying. Ribs are meat, which means they give you protein that your body needs. Not only do they give you protein that your body needs, but then you cover them in delicious sauce that has sugar in it, which gives you delicious carbohydrates that your body also needs. And that's what keeps you running, you know? You can go for a run now. You can do a workout and you're going to build muscles because you ate all that delicious protein. Oh my god, I would kill for ribs. Sugar is bad? No. Sugar and, you know, carbs, when you eat them, you know what they turn into the moment they enter your body? They turn into sugar. So basically, eating sugar is the same thing as eating carbs. That's why on keto, you have to cut out carbs too, because they turn into sugar in the body. So unless you're going to say, oh, rice is bad, pasta is bad, bread is bad, you cannot say that all sugar is bad. Not sugar is sugar. It's not all bad for you. It's bad if you have too much, but that's anything. You have to enjoy life and enjoy enjoyable things in moderation, or it'll never be good for you. How many birthdays? Here's a collective. If it's your birthday today, tomorrow, anytime this month, at any point, if it has been your birthday, happy birthday. I'm so happy that we share a birthday month. It is awesome that we have so many November birthdays. How many of you are Scorpios, and how many of you are the other one that surrounds us? That's the real question. I'm a Scorpio. If you're not born in November, I feel sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you for not being born in November, okay? Feel sorry for you if you're not a Scorpio. I'm a Leo. Oh, okay, you show off. Oh, okay. I see. You're one of those people. You're one of those people. Sagittarius. Wow. And then a go-go coochie, don't be late. You know, Sagittarius. The Meryl Streep. That is not the Cheryl Nome song. Dum bum 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 ba da ba da ba da ba. No, that's the wrong one. How does... Don't be late. How does that one go? I was singing Lion. Let me... It's called Sagittarius 9 p.m. Don't Be Late is the name song, which is a crazy name for a song. And it's sung by Maine, who voices Cheryl Nome, and it's awesome, so you should look it up. Because if you're a Sagittarius, she is telling you not to be late, and she is a beautiful woman. So you will definitely enjoy the song, because who doesn't want a beautiful woman to say, don't be late, my Sagittarius. You better not be late to our date, because we're dating. And this is 9 p.m. 9 p.m. or else. Better be there. Be there, be square. I'm the two fish thing. Pisces? Yeah, Pisces. I see, so you're a dreamy, whimsical kind of person. You don't live in reality. You live on a different plane of existence. You little fish. I'm a crab. Okay. Crab. You're very deeply emotional as a fellow water sign. You live in the water. You're hiding your shell. I'm Gemini. You poor thing. You're two people in one body. You need to eat the other twin. You need to eat them to get rid of them, okay? It's the best advice I can give you. Eat the other person in the body, get rid of the demonic one. Bow bow. What about Taurus? I can't speak on earth signs. If you're an earth sign, I'm really sorry. You like stability. You go for stability. It's your most important thing is being stable in life. And that doesn't make you a bad person. But you can't project onto other people the things that you want. Just because you want stability doesn't mean that everyone else wants that. Some people, they just want to have fun. They just want to party. And it's not your job to tell people how to have fun. Sorry, Earth signs. Sorry, Earth signs. What are you, a psychiatrist? No. This has nothing to do with anything based in reality, okay? This is simply exactly what it seems like, which is, astrology. Which is just general advice that honestly anyone can benefit from hearing and relate to. Because you can hear something that doesn't actually relate to you and just project onto it and say, oh my god, but yeah, this part sounds really like me, because it's general enough that it's stuff anyone can read and be like, oh my god, yeah, that sounds like me. Go to one now. If you, no matter what your sign is, I want you to go read a sign that is not your sign at all and pretend it is, just for 5 minutes. Because keep in mind, not only important is your star sign, which is one everyone knows, which is your like main one, your sun sign technically, but you then also have a moon sign, and then you have an ascendant sign, and then you have one for every single planet. So every single planet, so even though you might be like, oh well, my sun sign is Leo, I'm a Leo, I'm a little Leo, I'm a little fire sign, I need to be the center of attention, then you also have your rising and your moon, which are just as important in making up your personality. So you could be reading all of those things and being like, yes, I'm a Leo, but then you're missing your moon sign, which might be something completely opposite of Leo, like a Pisces. And that is who you are internally. So if you're looking at your moon sign and say you're a Leo, so you want to be the star of the show, but internally you're a Pisces, it means inside you're actually very whimsical. You're actually very whimsical. You're very soft. You kind of live in a world of your own. Maybe you are a little shy even, but outwardly you project as this kind of person that everyone wants to be around, this person who has to be the center of attention. You know? And then, if your ascendant sign is who you're going to be in the future, if I remember correctly. So then, if you are, say, what's a different sign that's different from the other two that I've just been using as an example? Say that you are a Gemini ascending, okay? You are going to become a whore in the future. That's what it's telling you. You are going to be free, like because it's an air sign, okay? It's an air sign. So you're going to be free, you're going to be flying around in the sky, you're going to be adventurous, you're going to become someone who's not just a self-centered prick like a Leo, you're going to become someone who's not just a self-centered prick like a Pisces, but you're going to be someone who's a self-centered prick like a Gemini, okay? They're all different, but it's all the same weirdly reheated nachos that are just slightly different using one of the signs. Not signs, one of the elements to reflect the personality. How do you view us, Virgo? You're an earth sign. You're too grounded. Get off the ground. Pick your feet up. Go for a ride in a car or something. Is every other sign but one's own traits negative and only your traits positive? No, Scorpio? I can't speak. I'm not saying that you got Scorpios. Scorpios, if you look at Scorpio lore, are toxic. They're literally the scorpion. They're literally scorpions. Toxic. There's a little, if their tail pricks you, it's over for you. If you are a Scorpio, you are toxic. I could say something negative about every single sign. You're an Aries, get a fucking life. Get a fucking life. Stop being so mad and projecting onto everyone that, oh, everyone else is a problem. I'm a perfect little princess and I get to be angry at everyone because I'm a little Aries. Fuck you. Anyway. I'm so sorry. These are my toxic opinions on astrology. Thank you all for coming. Toxistrology is what we'll call this. I love astrology, actually. I'm a really big fan of astrology, but I also like to make fun of astrology because I think it's kind of like, I know blood types is the big thing in Japan, but with astrology, it's really fun because you can kind of just have a good time with it. Just like, but when you take it too seriously, it gets to a point where I feel like it's okay, and I don't even like have anything against people who like are really into it, but like I feel like when you're using it to reflect in yourself, when it's fine, but I feel like when you use it to actually influence your view of the world and the people around you, like people who would be like, oh, you're a so-and-so sign, oh, sorry, we can't be friends. Like, I'm like, are you for serious? are you for serious? Like, you need to touch some grass. You need help, because, like, don't get me wrong, I can acknowledge that oddly enough, there might be signs. You might notice a pattern in certain people that are maybe all the same sign. I have, personally, I have a very bad experience with 2 signs. 2 signs I will not generally, I will be very anxious to get close to anyone who is certain signs. I'm not going to say them because I don't want anyone to feel singled out or feel like you're a bad person, because you're not. I'm not going to share the signs that I hate the most. Name them. I will not name them, because I don't want anyone to feel bad. I don't want anyone to feel bad about themselves, because you can't control when you were born. But I do have a period of having a specific sign that I usually am friends with, and then usually they end up treating me very badly. Okay? I do have a track record of that. You guys can guess, you can project your own biases. I'm sure you guys have experiences like those too. But I'm also not going to judge if I meet someone and they're like, oh, I'm so-and-so sign. I'm not going to be like, oh, we can't be friends actually, because every single one of you I've met has been horrid. Been horrid. It's just, because it doesn't really matter. Like, it's one of those things that's confirmation bias. It's one of those things that's confirmation bias, you know? You see something, there's not actually any correlation, but it looks like a pattern, so then you start projecting onto it, and then you start believing in it a little bit too much. And again, this is from me, who, to be very clear, I love astrology. I think it's really fun. I really like to look into it. I think it's really interesting, and again, I think you can use it to reflect in yourself and make yourself a better person, because you can read these things, and again, it's very human. It's just written from a human standpoint, so it'll write out flaws, and some of them you might read this and you might be like, yeah, that does sound just like me actually, and you know, you can then use that to work on yourself, because maybe it'll help you recognize something within yourself. But if you, again, I feel like the moment you start projecting it onto other people, do you think, okay, no, tarot is something else. I love astrology. Again, I will use it for myself. Tarot, I've had 2 tarot decks. I am a firm believer that tarot is something else. Tarot, I had 1 deck that was gifted to me by someone who I found out hated my guts. And when I tell you, every time I would try it, because I was still learning how to do tarot, right? So I do readings for myself. I kept getting these same 2 cards in the same, it didn't matter how much I shuffled the deck, it didn't matter if I would purposely flip them, I would get the same 2 really extremely negative cards in the same like way, so like in the reverse and stuff. So it's kind of like and the art on the cards for those ones specifically too is really graphic, which isn't to say the whole deck wasn't graphic, but these are really ominous cards, especially when they're in reverse. So the fact that I was getting them, and again, it was like, I think I did 4 in a row, and it was when I first opened the deck, and I couldn't have, it was crazy. I got the same cards 4 times in a row. And so anyway, I got rid of that deck, and I bought a new one, and I bought it for myself, and I've rarely ever pulled those cards ever, period, let alone 4 times in a row. I've rarely ever, I don't think I ever really pull the same card twice in a row, so it was very scary. So I think that deck was cursed. That deck did not like me because it came from someone who had negative energy towards me, and so I gave it to someone else who was able to take the positive energy that I had for them into the deck. But it's, tarot is something you've got to be careful with. I wouldn't say that, I mean, at the end of the day, the projections are whatever you make of them, right? Because at the end of the day, but they're kind of scary. Curse tag, pass it to someone else. Well, the curse will only apply to me because the person who gave it to me only hated me. So if I give it to someone else, it's not gonna hate them. Yeah, the like tarot I'll play with a little bit because it's for myself. Like I don't really offer readings to other people. But I would never do like a Ouija board. I couldn't. I don't. I've never seen a ghost, and I except for Maid Mint, and I like to keep it that way. I like to keep it that way. I'd really like to keep it that way. Look, if there was a Luigi board and I could call upon Luigi from Mario, I might use that. But there's not. Alas. Alas, there's no Luigi board. Luigi. Oh, have you guys seen the new Mario movie ad? I'm kind of excited. I'm a little bit excited. Because they cast Brie Larson as Rosalina. And she's apparently a really big fan, so I'm really glad that if they're not going to use the game voice actors, that at the very least they cast someone who really cares about the series. And is a really big fan. I do wish they hired voice actors though. But I think I saw something and I think this is true. I think it's becoming more of a trend now that especially for big blockbuster things, you need people who are able to not only look the part and able to walk the red carpet, but like also like obviously the name, but like I feel like generally things are shifting where when you get like an A-list celebrity, for example, like they're really well media or PR, like they have like PR training, right, and stuff like that. So they're going to be really good in pretty much all social situations. Not all, but many of them are going to be really good in social situations where they need to do those sorts of things, if that makes sense. Where they need to handle situations like that. But I do like when people cast new faces. I see you guys talking about the Legend of Zelda movie. I did see the screenshots. I'm so excited. I'm really, really pumped because I'll be honest. When I saw that people wanted Hunter Schafer, I was actually like, when I saw that fan cast, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I didn't even think about that, but she's perfect. She's perfect for the role, looks-wise. But if it was Twilight Princess, if they were doing Twilight Princess and it was an older Zelda, her face is just perfect. It's got that ethereal feeling that I feel like that I feel like a Zelda character needs. Because at the end of the day, you know, any animated character, when you bring them into real life, it's hard to cast someone who actually does look like a person, if that makes sense. But I feel like Hunter Schafer would have been perfect, absolutely perfect for the role if it was Twilight Princess. But I like even better that they cast unknowns, because I really feel like we need to start casting more like, because I mean, think about it, like generally speaking, the people who were in like the Harry Potter series are still famous to this day. They're still popular to this day. They still are able to get roles, even though technically speaking, the whole thing that we know them for, and even though it'll always be like their biggest thing is like Harry Potter, right? But like I love seeing Daniel, like the fact that Daniel Radcliffe was fucking in the Weird Al movie, like, are you joking? It's so funny. But like imagine if instead of casting, like theoretically if he was young enough, the guy who plays the kid in Home Alone, imagine if he was young enough when they were making the Harry Potter adaptations that they were just like, well, we need a famous kid, so let's just cast him again. Because the reality is, at one point, that child actor was also a new actor, but it goes for older actors too, right? Like, there's a lot of recasting the same people over and over again. It's kind of like there's just not a lot of new blood in Hollywood, and it feels like when we do get new blood, it's like a really specific and weird situation, and then we see them all over, and you just can't get them to leave, and in not a good way. I mean that in a negative way. This is I say with negative connotations. Yeah, like, we all love The Rock. I'm tired of seeing him, though. I love Jack Black, and I love him in the Mario movie, but sometimes, like, I'm just like, huh? Like, there's just like, there's a level of fatigue that is hard to ignore and then just increases exponentially, repeatedly, over and over and over, when you keep seeing the same people over and over and over. And yeah, it's kind of like, it just kind of turns into like, again? Okay, I mean, I guess I get it, but like, really? Like, are you sure we couldn't, like, maybe, like, do somebody else? Like, it might be nice if maybe it's somebody else. I don't know, I just feel like it might be nice if there's somebody else! But there never is. It's just always repeatedly these same actors whom we do love and we do like to see. But it's just, again, I feel like for me, the problem is just when it's repeated so much that I just start to get fatigued. So anyways, my point is, I really enjoy that I've never seen the actors before, because also another thing, it makes it really easy for me to not project my biases against the roles the actors have already played onto them. And we see this with characters like Robert Pattinson, he played Edward Cullen. So even though he's a phenomenal actor in his own right, he is so fucking good, there's still people who will only see him and be like, oh, you're the Edward Cullen guy, right? Like, they're so fucking funny. And he's just like sitting there and he's like, I've literally played fucking Batman. Like, what are you, like, why are you still, like, obviously it's in a way his quote unquote biggest role, but like, he's a fantastic actor, but it's hard for him to get those accolades. Or I feel that way too with Jacob Elordi, who I recently saw in Frankenstein, and I mean this in the best way possible. He is in Euphoria, and he plays the kind of bad guy. He plays this character named Nate, and he is not a good character. As in, like, he's a bad person. I fucking hate him in Euphoria. I not like he's a bad actor, but I think the character is just terrible, and he does a really, really fantastic job of making this character absolutely terrible and deplorable, and someone that I hate. So every time I see him in something else, it's a little hard for me to take him seriously, even though he's a really good actor, actually. Like, he was very, very good in Frankenstein. I was really surprised because I didn't know. And then I saw there was this, like, I think it's called Priscilla. It was like a movie about Elvis, and he was fucking Elvis. And I was like, in that movie specifically, he was doing a good job, but all I saw was Jacob Elordi, and I was like, it's Nate from Euphoria doing an accent. So I feel like, or like now when I haven't seen him, granted, since, but like, he didn't even play this role. But you know fucking Prince Charming from Shrek? He looks so much like the guy who plays Jaime Lannister. And especially in the first season, he just looks like the prince from Shrek. And I'm convinced that they styled him to look like the prince from Shrek. Because that's all I could think about until they finally cut his hair. But for a while, it's like, oh my god, it's the prince from Shrek. Like, wait, when you look too similar to someone, when you are too well known for something, I feel like it becomes hard to project something else. So I feel like, for example, as much as I love Hunter Schafer, like, when I've seen her in, like, Euphoria, or when I've seen her in The Hunger Games, I fucking loved her. I thought she was great, but it's just distracting because I'm just like, oh my god, it's Hunter Schafer, rather than being like, oh my god, it's this character, and being able to really, like, it takes you out of the story. Does that make sense? It's the same with, like, when I physically see Jack Black. I love Jack Black, but when I see Jack Black, I'm like, oh my god, it's Jack Black, which sometimes I feel like is the point. Like with the Minecraft movie, who gives a fuck? But with something like, if you told me that Jack Black was gonna be Ganon, as much as I love Jack Black and I think he's great, my head would be in my hands and I would be sobbing. If you told me that they were gonna have Ganondorf and they're like, and it's Jack Black, like, if you get Jack Black, if he's Tingle or something, okay, like, that I would be behind. I'd be okay with that. If it's like a very small cameo as like Tingle, but if Jack Black was like any character of any weight, I like head in my hands crying. Yeah, or Jason, like, I love Jason Momoa. Oh my god, he's fantastic. He's so fantastic. But if he was Ganondorf, I would also be head in my hands. I'd be like, please, I love this man, but please, somebody else. Please get somebody else. Anyway, my point is, I was really excited seeing the actors for Link and Zelda because I've never seen them before. And so I was like, yeah, that's Link. Yeah, that's Zelda. Yeah, okay, I can suspend my disbelief to project onto them Link and Zelda. But I am also worried about them that after this, then it is also going to be hard for them to get roles. I think the Zelda actress, I think she does have, like, work. It's just, like, none of it, like, was iconic or got her, like, super well known. But I think she's been in things before. But she's very pretty. I don't know about the Link. Here's the thing. I have one thing that I'm worried about. I have one thing that I'm worried about, and it's because Link has never really talked before. Link goes, ha, ha, yeah! You know, those are Link's voice lines. And even in Tears of the Kingdom, where they finally voice the whole thing, he doesn't talk. He's silent. In the games, canonically, we're not talking about any spin-off media, he doesn't talk. So are they going to go a similar route to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where Link doesn't speak and is completely silent? I feel like they can't get away with that for a blockbuster Hollywood level movie, you know? I feel like he has to talk, but we're not talking about CDI, okay? We're not talking about those. No one cares about that game. No one remembers it. No one remembers that name, that game. Not me. I don't remember it. But so I'm really curious to see what they're going to do. I'm sure it's going to be great no matter what. But again, I'm really excited that there's all new actors that I've never seen before. Anyways, why am I still streaming? I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm really excited. I love Zelda. It's one of my most beloved series. So I'm very pumped. I'm very pumped at the idea of being able to see it. And not just see it, but like get to experience it. I do kind of wish, on one hand, part of me is like, I feel like it could have been an anime. But on the flip side, I'm also like, but you know what? I think this is fine too, if it's not a live action, you know? I think it's fine if it's the way that it is now. So anyways, I'm excited. Lots of things to look forward to in the future. I also just feel bad though. I feel like they had to make those posts because I'm sure you guys saw, but it seems like there were like people like leaking and like recording on the set. So they had to like leak pictures because they were getting their basically intro to the first look at the characters because some assholes decided to go in the woods and record it and then post it online. So you like the Sonic movies? I've only seen Sonic 3, but I actually really liked it, so I need to go back and watch the other ones. I'm excited. Yeah, it was impossible. Sorry, I know I said I'm gonna go, but it is kind of impossible that it won't leak. It's just how it is at the end of the day. Where people... Like, the same thing is happening with The Devil Wears Prada 2. Like, there's so many pictures from the filming before the movie has even come out that like we've seen so many of the outfits that all the characters are going to be wearing, and it's just like I understand people get excited and they see something and they want to share it online and they want to share it with their friends, but it's like I kind of wish it wasn't this way because I feel like it takes all the fun. Can you just not look at that? I mean, I don't go looking for it. It's just on social media. So if I'm on social media, I'm going to see it. if it's something that social media knows I'm interested in, it's gonna put it in your face, because that's how social media works, is they gather things that they think you'll like and then they put it in front of you. So yes, I would love to not see them. Thank you for the, I know you mean well, but it's advice that doesn't really work in the current state of the world, because I'm not going looking for it. It's just there. So anyways, again, I don't know why I'm still streaming. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I hope you had fun. Would you pick Clanad after story watch along anytime soon? It's not that I don't want to watch it. I do, and I want to share it with you guys, but I don't really want to do a watch along for a while, because I feel like I did kind of a lot of them back to back, and I know for a lot of people they're actually not fun at all, so it's a bit difficult. Because again, it's not that I don't want to do it, I do, but I know a lot of people will probably be like, oh, another watch along. I don't want to watch an anime. I don't want to watch this. Why is she doing a watch along? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, tonight at 10 p.m. JST, which is going to be 8 a.m. EST, I will be streaming on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming Among Us. It will not be on YouTube, but maybe I'll post some clips after, or again, I'm sure other people will. And then, not 24 full hours, but less than 24 hours from now, I'll be doing a Twitch stream. It'll just be similar to this, just chatting, just talking, and promoting for my upcoming birthday that's happening soon, which will be happening on YouTube. The link is already up for my birthday, so let me get it for you before I sign off, I suppose. Let me get it for you and send it to you guys. Where is it? Where is it? Here is the waiting room. I would love if you guys would go in and you would hit the notify me, the little notification bell. So that way when it goes live, you can be there and we can celebrate together. So I will look forward to seeing you all. Again, we have a very fun celebration planned with me, Advent, and 4 secret special guests that you'll have to wait to see the day of. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see all of you next time. So for now, bye, darlings.